Hello and welcome to another one of my top 10 videos, and today I will explore the subject of top 10 songs you can have a mental breakdown to by Radiohead, so let's jump right in. To start this list off, we have Creep, and Creep really is the baby's first Radiohead song, and also the baby's first really sad song, I feel, because you're like, oh my god, I am very sad because this woman doesn't like me in school, and I want to do everything I can in order for her to notice me, senpai Nina, please, 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 please. And yeah, I feel doesn't really have much more depth than that, but oh my god, does he get into like the drags of like that feeling of almost like being like a teenager. And yeah, I think that's why it's deserves to be on the number 10 spot. On the number 9 spot, we have Fake Plastic Trees, and the reason why I put this song on the next spot on the list is because it doesn't really feel like a, oh shit, I feel like I want to die sort of feeling, but it's more of like a, nothing really matters, this whole world kind of sucks. It's like I feel wore down by just living. And I think this song really explores that sort of feeling quite well. So that's why this song gets on the number 9 spot. And on the number 8 spot of this list, it's Everything in Its Right Place. And now it's really starting to get into like the really depressing albums, I feel. But the starter of this album is it's like a weird mixture of, it's kind of optimistic in a weird way if you're like in the optimistic sort of mood set, but if you're in a bad mood, oh my god, this song, you can really feel like a deep sense of irony almost that you can relate to. And yeah, it's just like everything is in its right place, everything is in the right place, everything is in its right place, and it almost feels like it's like a drone almost, that it's like you're trying to say to yourself everything is fine. And that's why it gets to number 8 on this list. On the number 7 spot, we have the beginning of like the relationship ender songs. And Jigsaw Falling Into Place is it's a poppy song in how the chords are laid out. But oh my god, is it effective in its crescendo, so to say, to the end, where it just feels like you're having this fight with your ex, and it's like getting like a bit worse and worse, and just it's this car that has fallen out, and it's like everything just tumbles down. And yeah, I think that's why this gets on the number 7 spot on my list. My number 6 spot might be a little bit controversial because how low it is on the list comparatively to maybe other lists in the same matter. But I think the reason why I put How to Disappear on the number 6 spot is because in the end it's like a self-preserving sort of song, but it definitely has this like very, the guitar in the background, it feels like it makes you floating almost while you're listening to it, especially when you're in like a very like I just want to break down sort of mood. And just the lyric, I'm not here, this isn't happening, it can both mean like a don't worry, everything's around that's going on around you is not actually happening, don't worry. But it can also mean that like I'm not here, this isn't happening, can be like I'm detaching from myself. I am like I am nothing. I am this like I don't deserve anything sort of like feeling. And yeah, that's at least what I used to think when I was listening this to the first few times. Anyway, that's why this is on the number 6 spot. On the 5th spot of the list, I put Full Stop. And the reason why it's quite high on the list is because it really feels like the feeling of like, oh my god, I fucked up everything. What could I have done better? And just this feeling of like that thing you need to say to this person in order to get like this whatever thing, relationship or whatever hardship it is. It just feels like it's gonna break your whole world, and it's my own fault. So it's perfect for breaking down to, so that's why it's on the number 5 spot. The 4th song on this list is Pyramid Song, and it's a song that both makes you okay with death, because you're gonna see your lovers, and it's like a almost like a nice farewell, and it's like a you know, there's nothing to worry about there, but it also makes you wonder that you need to be in a quite bad mind space to even start listening to this, and that's why it gets on the breakdown list. So here on the number 4 spot we put Pyramid Song. Now this song, True Love Waits, will be on the number 3 spot, and the reason why is because context, because the song lyrics themselves aren't really extremely sad. They're very sad, don't get me wrong, but it's the context of when this was written, or when this was recorded, or more rather, because this song was written way in the 90s even. But when Tom York recorded this, he and his wife divorced, and it doesn't really help that she also died some months later in a car crash, which really put this song in like a very dreary mood, to say the least. And I think when you listen to this song in that sort of mindset, and you really get to, it's like you're doing everything you can for this for this woman, and you're like, please come back. You're like pleading, please, 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 and then you have that context in the background. It just feels like it can be quite a hard listen if you're in a bad mindset. But yeah, that's why it's on the number 3 spot on this list. On the number 2 spot we have No Surprises by Radiohead, and I think this song musically it sounds like quite a happy song, but the lyrics is such a contrast to that, and it's I can imagine if you're like in a super 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 bad mind space on your own self-preservation, so to say, this song can speak to you in a whole other level. And yeah, I don't know what else I can say really, but this song, the reason why it's not on the first spot on the list is because at least musically it sounds quite happy. But lyrics wise, no. So number 2. And on the number 1 spot I will put Motion Picture Soundtrack, because oh my god, have I cried to this during my life. Oh my god, have I just put my head straight into a pillow and bawled for minute after minute after minute after minute, and re-listening to this over and over again. And really, it's like the pinnacle of, like, it almost feels like there's nothing to look forward to in life, and that's why it's the perfect song to have a mental breakdown to, and that's why it's on the number 1 spot. Oh my god, we finally made it to the end of the video, and it was an interesting video to make, honestly, for me, because I got to explore more on why I've been going back to these songs so many times when I feel I need this like sad blanket over me. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure you're not gonna agree with my list because there's so many damn songs that they released, but I hope you appreciate the effort here and my opinions, and I hope I will see you again in a different top 10 list, and I'll see you again. Bye bye.